Okay, good morning. We are off. We're gonna put our stuff, too much stuff, into the Boaz room, and then possibly have breakfast, unless I don't have enough time, in which case I'll just do the 8 o'clock meeting, and then stuff. Yeah. Right, breakfast is included with this meeting. I like it when breakfast is included, and I may be going back to the apartment. I don't know. Okay, I don't know why, but the people didn't come that were gonna stay in the apartment, so I get to stay there now. Yay! Okay, so we are off to Songhees for the meeting at the Valley, which is apparently going to be very, very gorgeous, and it'll be exciting. And we just got done with the meeting at church, which was very interesting. We talked about a lot of just like logistics of, that's really pretty, of having a church or a sub-service inside a church, being that it's a international, like the international worship in English is part of Young Nook Church, but it is itself full as well. Like it has Bible studies and all that jazz. So it's like a church, but it's still part of another church. Hold on, I gotta get through the gate. And then when we were done talking about that, we broke into little groups and talked about different things that we could do specifically, and I got to help this one lady. Sorry, I'm like recording random things as I walk here. But I got to help this one lady. She's also only here for a month, and she was afraid that it was too short of a time to get involved. But I talked to her and I was like, it's really not. And the cool thing about the IWE thing is that there's so many people coming in and out, and it's such a fluid group. With it being such a fluid group, you can jump in and out of ministries pretty quickly. And like Pastor Bill was saying today, if you want to do something, if you want to have the church be a platform for something that you do, you can do that. And then when you leave, that might fall through unless you train somebody else, but you can do it here, even if it isn't already set up. You can set it up and you can take it with you, or you can set it up and have that be a jumping off point in your ministry as well, which is kind of neat. And I also got to talk to this guy named Jason, who I've talked to before, but he does the soundboard and basically all the worshipy stuff for the afternoon service, and he's pretty cool, and he told us his testimony and all that kind of stuff, and it was neat. Anyway, so we're off. I have no idea what that is, but I don't know if you can see, brother. It's your birth year. Yay! So we are in a Korean taxi.
Ah, yeah.
It's so much fun.
It's the first time?
Yeah, it's the first time. Can I put you on video?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See? Say hi. Okay. Yay. So we go into the cafe. It's so pretty.
Now it is covered with snow, but when it melts, you can see at night stars and moon.
Wow.
Yeah. Really beautiful. That's
그걸 한국 전통에는 저기 대들보라고 저기 반드시 필요하고 글씨가 있어. 한국 그 전통 집에는
원래 대들보에 저렇게 써있는
반드시 있지. 한국 전통 집에는 저걸 쓰는 게.
the traditional house. There must be 대들보, which is kind of a big column. Yeah, and it is how can I say? All other stuff other columns or are supported by this one.
Oh,
And it is just date.
Oh,
of
that's the date.
Yeah,
Up there.
when was it? It was built.
Ah. So pretty. Pretty stuffs. It's silk. They're so cute. And look at all the little tiny details everywhere. So gorgeous. These are all hand done. So cool. For little girl children
No, I'm not
on your
gonna
head.
put it
He's
No.
not a little girl.
The elastic is not big enough.
So pretty. So I'm looking for the bathroom right now. It's apparently outside. I can't find it. This is so cool. So this is like, the house is not that old, but it was built in a traditional style. And the woman here is a designer, and this is so cool. She actually invited, she said if I come back to, when I come back to Korea, they all expect me to come back, that I can take classes here, because she teaches school here. And, oh, Song-hee's husband's sister lives like right down the street from where I grew up in Maine. Crazy, right? I found the bathroom and it has lights in it.
This is called 해금. 두 줄이기 때문에 두 줄인데 뭐야 손의 장력을 이용해서 음정을 만들어내는 거예요.
그러면 높은 음은 어떻게 만들고 낮은 음은 어떻게 만들어요?
위로 올라갈수록 낮은 음을 밑으로 내려갈수록 높은
hand.
예.
But she always plays the bow in the same place.
Yeah.
So she always puts the bow in the same place.
여기 지금 똑같은 데를 왔다 갔다 하시면서 연주하셨는데
예.
She doesn't go up and down the string.
Oh.
Her
이
fingers.
아래로 움직이면서 하시는 게 아니라
Yeah, the fingers.
저기 할 때는 같은 위치에서 움직이지만 이제
손이.
손으로 음정을
she
조절해요.
uses the other hand up and down to make different. Yeah. So it can be played high notes and the lower notes. So a pretty wide range of notes.
머릿속에 있는 음악은 자기가 연주하고 싶은 곡은 할 수 있습니다.
So if you can, so she can play whatever she wants, She can make sounds actually.
만들어내는 음이기
Yeah,
때문에
make sounds.
그거는
현목 그래가지고 뭐 금속, 석은 돌인데 지금은 좀 체인지가 됐어요. 옛날에 이게 옥돌이어가지고
Yeah, like a jade. Yeah.
실사 그리고 주, 대나무.
Uh,
대나무가
bamboo.
이게 대나무 뿌리통이에요. 대나무 뿌리통.
뱀부 wood.
이게 생명이에요.
This is the
공명이세요.
most important part of this instrument.
이게
President's house. Yay! That was fun. Met lots of new people, including this guy from South Africa, which was fun because we got to talk about South Africa. Yay! I met this other girl too. She was really cool. It's really interesting to me to listen to all the different accents that people speak here because you can tell like from what country their teacher was. Like you can be like, oh, she was taught by someone from England, or she was taught from someone from South Africa, or she was taught from someone from America or Texas or whatever, because they all have like this weird hybrid accent of the country from their teacher and Korea. It's interesting. Hey, okay, so watching through my video, a few notes. The lady that designed the house that we went to, she's a clothing designer, not just designing houses. She only designed that house, I think. Actually, she may have not even designed the house. But it is her house, and it works as a cafe, and she designs clothing as a profession, which is why I was invited to go, because they know that I do clothing and costume design and that kind of thing, which is cool. There's a couple pictures of her holding stuff up. The pink cloth is a pink silk, and yes, it is only that wide. And that is for winter clothing, and then they have other fabric for summer clothing, which is cooler to wear. And there's a whole bunch of different kinds of traditional garment, ranging from formal to semi-formal, to less formal. I don't know what they call that one. And so many colors, so pretty. The little boy that was wearing the hat, that was for the little boy's costume, or clothing. And the little belt that went on the back is for the 1-year birthday, I think. And the colors are all very significant. They help bring luck. I don't know what they all mean, but that's what that is. And, hold on. Okay, and the guy from South Africa actually goes to Young Nut Church, which is cool. Oh, we had praise practice, which I tried to record a little thing on the way back from, but apparently my camera didn't record. So, anyhow, it was pretty cool. I kind of freaked out a little bit because I have no idea what I'm doing behind that soundboard, because they have this really awesome, like, cool soundboard, and I'm used to using really cheap soundboards. So, anyway, but John came and saved us all. Yay! Thank you. And then, yeah, so now I'm back in the dorm, or the apartment. So, I forgot to mention something. Between the cool clothing music thing in the valley and the praise worship practice, I ran into a coffee shop to try to get something to eat, and didn't end up getting anything to eat. But one of the guys from the praise band was there, and he remembered my name and called me over, and so I sat and I talked with him for a little bit and told him about my drip and all that jazz. And he mentioned that God was in the interactions that we have, the little interactions when we talk to each other. And it occurs to me that I had a lot of those today. And it's true, he is in all of them. I have to stop using the word and. So, he's a connector. Like, he gives us all these little connections to people that we wouldn't ordinarily have. And I think it's part of our responsibility to take those connections and use them for his glory, because he's the one giving them to us. And yeah, so today, I guess God's a connector.